Am I overreacting for not allowing my in laws to come over the first day when they booked a flight without telling us? I just had my baby on Tuesday. My husband and I made it super clear that we wanted no visitors for a week after he's born. We live across the country. My mother in law said to my husband that it was honestly mean to do that to people because we were under the impression that they understood. We both want time alone to bond with the baby, plus, I had a C section and need time to recover. Well, they booked a flight for this weekend and arrived today without telling anybody until the flight was already booked. My husband spoke to my father in law and told him how upset he is that nobody listens to him, but his dad kept talking about how it was the only time they could vacation for work, the flights were cheap for these days, how they need to be back for Easter, etc. We just got home from the hospital Thursday and it's been rough for me. My shirts are drenched in milk, I'm sore, and I'm not in any place to have company. They arrived this morning and my husband told them that they can't stop by. They seemed upset but went back to their hotel, and that's the last I heard. When my husband asked why nobody listened to us, their only response was, "You have no idea how hard it is in the beginning, and we just want to help." I know it comes from a place of love. We know they're excited for their first grandchild, but I feel completely overwhelmed and disrespected and don't know what to do about the situation. My baby is feeding and gets hungry every 30 minutes sometimes. It's going to be so awkward for me to keep running back into my bedroom to nurse.
Not overreacting. You need to give new parents whatever time they feel like they need before you come and visit. Yes, they need help. Yes, they need your support. But yes, they need their time alone.
Yes.
And if she just had a C section, ladies and gentlemen, they take your organs out, or your intestines out, not all of your organs, but your intestines out, and they put them on a table beside you. They take the baby out, they put them back in, they staple you back up. You're not going to be comfortable for a very long time. So if you don't feel up to having company, then you don't feel up to having company regardless. And the people and the parents and the family need to understand that.
Yeah.
They've already told you that. So why'd you book the flight? If you're like, listen, we were looking, this is the only time we can come. We're not going to be able to come for months.
Mm-hmm.
Is it okay? Can you make this exception for us? Maybe they would have said yes, but you can't just book it and just pull up and be like, hey, we're here.
Yeah.
Well, nah, they stood their ground. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
They stood 10 toes, as the young ones would say.
Yeah.
I like that. Stand your ground.
Yeah.
We talked about this before.
We have.
We
I
didn't.
was really
Yeah.
happy that we had a baby in COVID. I mean, I know it sounds silly, but like nobody was allowed in the hospital, and it was awesome because we didn't have to worry about that. I didn't have to worry about that. I don't know. I mean, you wouldn't have
Well,
cared, but
everyone means well, and
hmm
like it's nice to have that support, and it's nice to have family that wants to be there and that they're excited. But like, it's stress. It's a stressful
yeah.
time, and some people handle stress as like they just want to be left alone for a little bit.
Well,
So,
and then
and during
knowing
COVID,
me,
we didn't know no better.
yeah,
Yeah.
knowing me, I wouldn't have said anything. I'd have just let them all come and been
Hmm.
uncomfortable. Even like
We
so
would
when
have sucked it up.
we would have,
Yeah.
but even when we got home, we had his kids were watching the dogs. So when we got home, they were here and they were hanging out for a little bit and seeing the baby and everything. And I needed to pump, and I wouldn't get up and go, and I knew I needed to, and it had nothing to do with them. I just like I felt uncomfortable getting up to go. I don't know why. It was my first time, probably. You know what I mean? Like my first time home, just got home, and I felt uncomfortable getting up to go in another room and pump, so I didn't. And I just remember that, and it had nothing to do with them. They were here.
You're
We
probably
knew they
just
were here.
excited to see him and didn't want to
They had to
leave the
be
room.
here. You know what I mean? It wasn't anything, but it was just so I understand like not wanting somebody there, and then having, especially after having a C-section, and then having to get up and go in another room and hide yourself for 30 minutes. You know what I mean? So
But like, quit making it about yourself. Why?
yeah,
Like,
it's not about
it's
you.
yeah. Like, why
Mhm.
can't new parents make their own decision on
Mhm.
what they want
Yeah.
and have it the way they want?
Exactly.
Like, I don't know. That earlier story with the tradition and all that stuff, I get it,
Mhm.
but like I don't have to.
No.
So his wife wasn't wrong for not wanting to carry on that tradition, Maybe they should have talked about it more. But
Mm-hmm.
but the same for this. Like, other people can't make it about themselves when it's not your situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you're excited for me, but this is what I'm dealing with. So
Yeah, and when
let
you
it be on
get
my terms.
when you get married, you literally leave your parents. Your new family is your marriage. That's your new unit. That's your new family. You're allowed to make up your own rules, and the parents need to just deal with it.
Hmm.
Sorry, not sorry.